Each of us has a role to play. Only by working together can we succeed. Have you learned nothing, boy? You have become all that your father fought against.
Oh no. We're too late.
How can you even consider that? There's got to be some other way.
Sorry, Arthas. I can't watch you do this.
Arthas! Put your faith in the light.
This entire city must be purged.
A hero. That's what you once were. You stood boldly against the shadow and purchased another dawn for the world with your life. But the evil you fought is not so easily banished. The victory you claimed, not so easily held. For now, the specter of death looms above the world yet again, and it has found new champions to bring about its final reign. Knights of darkness, wielding runes of death and destruction, bound by the will of the Lich King. This is the hour of their ascension. This is the hour of your dark rebirth.
Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to Let's Level Every Class, the World of Warcraft War Within series, episode 1, featuring our femme fatale Death Knight in Distress, Jovi Quinn, not Novazar, Jovi Quinn. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Top right corner of the screen is going to be a playlist card which will take you directly to this character specific leveling series, and throughout this video and all videos to follow, other playlist cards will appear on the screen which will take you directly to other characters and their respective leveling journeys. We have Janai Shaman Morame, Blood Elf Paladin Valera, Void Elf Monk Novazaru, Human Warrior Malakiel, and many, many more characters to come. I sincerely appreciate everybody's time. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shukran. The heart of Arcaris and the journey to set forth. This, for many, was the expansion that definitively is World of Warcraft in the eyes of many, and I welcome you all to the disgusting filth, pillage, absolute penance of a lair, so to speak. This is insane. Everyone go ahead and queue up your favorite Marilyn Manson song because this is about to get real. Y'all, I have never played a Death Knight before, but I'm glad to see that Arthas over there wouldn't shut up for a good few seconds, and Instructor Resuvius over here is about as much of a jerk as every other lieutenant or captain I've ever had in my existence. Victory to the Scourge. No thank you. They tried to pillage my dang home over in Brill. That's not fun. Get out of here.
I will listen for now.
So for those of you that are just now tuning into the Let's Level series as a whole, consider this a very good welcome. This one's going to be a little bit different in comparison to my previous characters, my previous Daughters of Chaos. This series is definitely going to be a little bit more edited, definitely going to be paying homage to the expansion of Wrath of the Lich King. We are going to cover as much ground as I possibly can, do as much time walking dungeons, make the series fun, concise, and exciting. Nothing boring, nothing crazy, not skip out too much on anything story-wise. We'll try to cover as much of the Wrath of the Lich King expansion as possible, and so on and so forth. But there's definitely going to be a little bit more of an edited series, and I sincerely hope you all are going to enjoy the ride as much as I'm going to enjoy it. Tanking on a Death Knight. Never touch Death Knight, never touch tanking. This is going to be a journey for myself, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I have not played this expansion since its inception. This is going to be a big one, y'all. This is going to be a big one. Team, I'm going to be quite honest. I don't know how rune forging works, but this sword looks absolutely sick. I have not a clue what any of this means. I'm a paladin, guys. Well, paladin main. Blood Elf paladin main. Because, you know, we all had to do it back in the day. I have no idea what any of this actually has. Does this really truly have that much of an effect on what we're going to be doing? I mean, this reminds me of Soul Reaver, you know, like Legacy of Kain. I got a bias against dwarves, so she's my target. We're gonna go ahead and slaughter this one. There's a million other dwarves in this world, we don't need more. Alright, one pest down, more to come. Alright, so Instructor Resuvius is a complete jerk. I've learned that the hard way. And now this guy, oh gosh, the Lich King. Dude, Arthas, if you have to go on a, you know, your presidential speech campaign, can you at least speed it up by at least a few pages? I have Arcurus. Okay, so we gotta go in the eye. For 2 seconds, I thought he was about to start again. I was like, oh, please don't do this to me. Alright, figuring out enemy positions in the only way we know how to do in World of Warcraft and in Azeroth. Jankiness. The controls to control the eye are just weird. They're just weird. I felt worse. I've had worse minigames. I've got to experience worse minigames in World of Warcraft. So this isn't terrible, but it's cool to see that we are basically eavesdropping, even though, I mean, come on, the Burning Crusade, the friggin' Scarlet Crusade over here, what's left of them anyway by this point in time, I mean, they could pretty much shoot this down. Why don't they have a magical barrier up? What? Why don't they have a magical barrier up? They've got the priest. I mean, he's casting Holy Smite down there. Like, why don't, like, where was the brains? Who's in charge of the remaining Crusaders down there? Because it's just, I mean, they're basically just asking for it, you know? Alright, back in the Hall of Command to go meet my second in command, or the secondary commander. Da-da-da-da-da. I like the Valkyrie, though. This Valkyrie are sick. Oh, whoa, it's Mograine! And Rivendare! Dude, Rivendare. You know how many times I hunted you in Stratholme back in the day? Oh my goodness. Dude, the freaking Stratholme runs. By the way, I have not forgotten how many wipes you've caused some of my groups, dude. I kind of want some revenge. I took it on your son, but I kind of want it on you now. Darian Mograine. Fun fact, I used to call him Darian Migraine. Like, if y'all know me by now, you know I have a problem with some words and the way that they're actually pronounced. Like Mograine, but the way I read it, sometimes it looks like migraine. So I always called him, like, his actual nickname to me is like Darian Migraine. I don't know if y'all do that as well, but it's something that I do. No, we're not going to the Dragon Isles. We're going old school, baby. Chromie time, Wrath of the Lich King. We are going old school. I can't be the only one that's thinking this, but these wyverns, the undead ones, their wings, do they not look like waffle fries? Like, the wings just look weird to me. Like, look at them pretty closely. You'll probably see what I'm saying. They just look, when they're flapping in the animation, they look like waffle fries, dude. Big fan of waffle fries, but I'm just pointing something out. Prince Valinar. Ah, yeah, this scumbag. This freaking scumbag. Dude, I haven't forgotten what you did to Brill. Or you attempted to do to Brill. In the Eastern Plague Lands. Haven't forgotten, good sir. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And this, lucky for you, my body, well, Jovi Quinn's body over here is cold as heck. So I just gotta implant this sword in your chest. Salinar the Horseman. Oh my gosh, look at all these freaking undead bros with the... I mean, that's kind of the advantage that the Scourge have right now, is they're just going full on onslaught, because nobody can really, at this point in time, there's really not many people that can stop them at the moment, and they have the complete high ground advantage, so this really should be a pushover to them. But I guess they're still going to send me on this whole one-man quest go infiltrate the remaining Crusaders. As if we can't just overtake them, you know, within a few minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and get used to some of our abilities here, outside of him just dropping. I've got 5 kids, lady. Well, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. You chose a really bad home. You chose a really bad location. You know, when purchasing a house, first thing you always try to go for property is location, location, location. Or at least that's, you know, it's real estate 101. So the fact that he chose to live here, of all, honestly, if I was a human, I would have just tried to go, I would have taken my bets and taken my chances, and I definitely would have just gone to Duskwood and tried to make my way to like Red Ridge Mountains or something. Like there's 1,000,001 other places you can absolutely go to feel a lot safer. And for whatever reason you chose this encampment, I mean, I guess I can kind of see if you're just like a, you know, if you're not really an adventurer and you're just a average Joe Schmo, like an average peasant and whatnot. I mean, I guess the Scarlet, the benefits of having the Scarlet protection be there for you definitely makes a lot of sense. But I mean, the whole village, the whole settlement over here saw the Eye of Acheris, right? Like they no doubt looked up in the sky and said, oh, there you go. I guess it's just another Tuesday. We're about to have bad weather, aren't we? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I don't know. There's other locations, but no one ever said the humans were smart, right? So as I'm talking to Salinar here and getting my bearings a little bit better, now I guess is a good time to explain what the Let's Level series is about. So the Let's Level series is based on the concept of an old school Let's Play mixed with World of Warcraft. Essentially taking old school Pokemon Let's Play where a LPer from back in the day is going through pretty much every single Pokemon title. That's basically what we're doing in World of Warcraft. Same exact format. We're just going to be leveling every single class, different race every single time, or at least most of the time, as much as I can. Hopefully I go down this hill a little bit easy. Very easy, there we go. So that's essentially the general premises of it. We're going to try to do, we may not get through the entire expansion. There's a good chance, very probable chance we will not. But the goal is to hit the level cap. Oh dude, he totally flipped off that horse. I was expecting him to actually jump off the horse when he got weaker, but he, we did a little bit of whack-a-mole there and whacked him off the horse with the blade. That's cool. I'll take the little horse as a prize. Good stuff. But yeah, that's essentially it. It's a very simple premises. Currently going through retail. Eventually going to go hit up classic to some extent, so it's going to be fun. Normally the videos are about an hour long. This again is going to be primarily an edited series, a little bit shorter, a little bit sweet, a little bit more commentary, and a little bit more edits. Hopefully it's going to be fun for everybody. Still going to make it fun, still going to have a few portions in the video that's going to be long if I think that it's relevant enough. Try not to make every single segment too short, but I think everybody here is going to enjoy it. Something a little bit different for the Void fam community that we're currently building on the channel. But I do sincerely appreciate everybody that's tuning in and sticking around and whatnot. Dude, what is that thing leaping around? That thing looks disgusting. It's like a mixture between like a licker and a cyclops. He's just hopping around there. Ugh. Oh, goodness. Alright, the slaughter begins. We're running around and collecting arrows while also collecting some souls from the infantrymen and just anybody that pretty much gets in our way. Luckily for us, everything appears to be, you know, one shot for the most part, so that's pretty cool. I am looking forward to tanking. As I mentioned previously, it's going to be a first for me. Death Knight tanking, I've heard, is definitely a lot more technical in comparison to how it is on Paladin. Paladin, the formula is pretty straightforward, nothing crazy. It's really easy to get into like a flow and a tempo, but Death Knight is a little bit more, there's a little bit more of a thought process by it, and you got to be aware of some keeping up the bones, keeping up your bone aura, and just a few other things. I'm honestly looking forward just because of the fact that I can summon a zombie. Like, I can summon a zombie bro next to my side. And don't get me wrong, I think the Scourge are disgusting as heck. That's coming from a Forsaken person, somebody who loves the Undercity and the Forsaken. But I'm not too big a fan of the Scourge. So I'm hoping that this coming back for this expansion and getting to play properly a Death Knight, get to tank as a Death Knight in a live scenario is going to change my opinion on the Scourge a little bit. Probably not, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I gotta find a way down there. Now I'm thinking I'd be a little ballsy here, and never mind. Yeah, there's simply no way I'm getting past them. I guess you gotta go the cart route, right? I was kind of hoping I wouldn't have to, but whatever. It'll do. Now the miner's just staring at me, so it's like, there's no way. Why would, like, where's sounding of the guards? Guards, come on. You know, there's a Death Knight over here, something, anything. Instead, they're just chopping the trees. This guy is apparently worried that he's going to be late for the drop off of the boat. Like, nobody cared that there was a Death Knight standing like 2 feet in front of them. How on earth is this a thing? I guess this is one way to get through TSA checkpoints, right? I guess this is one way to do it. Board a ship. Dude, that cannon looks a little nasty. Look how many freaking rangers they got too. Why are all these cannons pointing directly over that way? All the infantrymen too. What are you guys waiting for? Why don't you just board the boats and try to, you know, go around? I don't know. Maybe finally make friends with like every other, you know, maybe finally go and make friends with everybody from Stormwind City. Maybe they'll come and help you. Or at least to Defias Brotherhood, you know? Cannons, man. I love how all of a sudden now there's like this sense of urgency that, oh my goodness. You know, there's a Death Knight on the back, boarded on the back of the crew on the ship. You'd think they would leave somebody on the ship to guard it. You know, I think that'd be a little... I don't know. Never mind. It's just too easy. Again, nobody ever said the humans were smart. No one ever said they were smart, especially the Scarlet Crusade. Especially the Scarlet Crusade. These guys are dumber than bricks. I guess ever since Mograine passed and the original trio... Is Thymane is she dead or is she still alive? Like hanging on by a thread in this expansion? I can't remember. But if she's still alive, I mean, I guess there's some brains in the operation. Oh, there was some sub commanders too, if I recall correctly. Maybe we'll meet them later on in the expansion. This Griffin bro is fine. Well, undead Griffin bro. He's flying really, really freaking slow here. We just did what we did. And you're flying this freaking slow. Come on, man. Come on, get with the program. We got places to be. Places to be and people to slay.
His eyes are upon you at all times.
I don't like that. I don't like that the Lich King Lord Arthas over there has got his eyes on me the entire time. I do not like being singled out like that. But Mograine over here gave me the thumbs up and gave me the go-ahead finger, so check's in the mail, bud. Heck yeah. Migraine's happy. I'm happy. I could care less what Arthas thinks. I could absolutely care less what Arthas thinks. As long as Migraine's happy, aye, Sergeant. Aye. You know, it'd be really cool, fellow Death Knight family, to all my Death Knight family here. If y'all are enjoying the content, maybe consider tossing the video a like, do leave a comment for constructive feedback, and maybe consider subscribing and supporting the channel. Currently on a journey to earn every subscription possible, and every single member of the Void fam is very much appreciated, and I do sincerely appreciate everybody's time. Again, y'all's time is important, and any way I can make the video series more entertaining, more awesome, always open to constructive feedback. So, shukran, your time is important, it's very valuable. Thank you for tuning in to this crazy series.